Yo, yo, RX back with another dream. This time it is Tuesday night, which means it's the beginning of my week. Wish yesterday really was, but I don't stream yesterday. We stream today, which means this is the real beginning of fight week. And yeah, we back. I'm not sick on Tuesday like I was last week. I got very lucky, I guess. I don't know. Last week was weird. This week, yeah, I'm not fucking sick, so pretty happy about that. Pretty happy about that. Can't complain. And yeah, what's up, people? Did not have to push the stream back like last week on Tuesday, so I'm happy about that. And gonna be back after taking a little bit of a day off yesterday. Hope y'all are doing good to start this week. Hope everyone had a good December 1st. Can't believe it's fucking December already. And hope everyone's having a great December 2nd. I know I've enjoyed my week so far, and I'm excited to spend even more time of the week with y'all during our final pay-per-view week ever, and our last one of 2025. I'm just setting up some background shit I forgot to do before stream because I ran a little bit late, my band. And yeah, and I'll get the screen share up in a moment. And we're gonna party. We got a lot of shit to talk about. UFC 323, NFL Week 14, fantasy updates, fight news, a bunch of shit. So no rankings update because there was no fight, so nothing to fucking update. But outside of that, we got a lot of good shit to talk about. I'm gonna talk about all of it. So shall we do just that? I say we shall. Let me get this up and going. There we go. Maybe the last time we're on StreamYard this year, mine keeps telling me, "Oh, you're using up a lot of your time." It's like, well, when do I run out of time? So don't be shocked if tomorrow we're on restream. But either way, we're still gonna be live. And yeah, we're on the yard today, and we're gonna have some fun. We finally really get to talk about this shit. I'm so excited for this card. Excited to go deep dive into it a good amount. We got fight news, a good amount, especially in the last today. A good amount of fights have dropped. The NFL shit, fantasy shit. It's gonna be a good one. We got a lot to talk about. Shall we talk about that? I say we shall. So let's dive right in. UFC 323 kicking us off. Obviously, it has to be the first thing we talk about because it's the biggest thing this week. After a week of no fights, we gotta talk about some fights. I'm more than excited to do so. So let's do so, shall we? 323 14 fights from Vegas, our final ever pay-per-view. Last time we ever got to watch it very legally. I'm excited. I can't wait. It's a good card. I'm excited to talk about, so let's do it. This is not really a breakdown, more than just a little bit of a deep dive into it. Obviously, the breakdown will be on Friday, video-wise, but I'll give my thoughts on a lot of these fights. Kind of a breakdown, not as in-depth, but you know what I mean. I do every Tuesday, so let's do just that, shall we? Beginning with the first fight of the night, the worst fight of the card, so it seems fitting that's here. UFC's getting good at that, putting the worst fight on the card as the opener. Can't complain about that. As we begin UFC 323 on the early prelims at featherweight with Muhammad Naimov versus Myron Santos. I don't think I'm gonna pay for the last one just for fun. Yeah, I don't think anyone really pays for them anyway, but if you still pay for them, respect. I don't know why anyone would, but yeah. What's up, WMC? Is that are you a regular just with your username's not weird? What's up, is that Western Mass? I would imagine. I hate this fucking like how the chat names are your like account names. It's so dumb. Like I hate how it's your fucking ad. It's so fucking dumb. YouTube, stop changing shit, and mainly focus on sending out my notifications. Like that's what I care about most. I don't like goddamn notifications. But yeah. Tone got in here, bro. No Tone yet. I'm not seeing him in here yet. Yeah, it is Western Mass. I knew it. I know my homies. No, I've not seen Tone in here yet. He'll be in here eventually. I would have to imagine it's Toner. Probably just hasn't got enough. My streams. They don't send a notification until about an hour in. So whatever. We'll see, maybe he has his Christmas profile pic ready. But yeah, with the Western Mass, good to see you. Happy we get someone in chat before the fucking 2-hour mark. And yeah, doubt anyone. I feel like the pay-per-view buys for this are gonna be extremely low. Not because it's a bad card, it's actually a really strong card. Just no one, even with this being a good card, is this really an $80? Are these 5 fights are really worth $80? No. I don't see any pay-per-view this year could make that case. And yeah, I feel like the pay-per-view buys are going to be awful and kind of just solidify why they're doing a Paramount deal and how the reason they're doing it the way that they are. So it's yeah, I don't know, it's a good card, but yeah, I mean, pay-per-view buys are gonna be in the garbage. And yeah, do you see the Xmas hat on my? Yeah, that's sweet. I like your new profile picture too. I gotta get a Christmas logo. I'm trying to have do I have a red logo? Let me see. This might be like a non-stream change. Cause I'll switch to a red logo for Christmas. I just thought about that. Dude, come on, Alric. I guess green is very festive. And I think red would be a little bit more interesting. Let's see, do I got a red version? That's not where I keep them. I swear I do. Oh, I do got a red version. So, yeah, I know green, but I could keep it green, but I always have it green. I wouldn't mind being a little more festive. Or fucking insert a little hat onto my logo. I might do that for tomorrow, we'll see. But, yeah. We'll see though. Actually, I'll do this. I'll do this. This will make it more festive. Well, let me do this. There we go. Festive. Now we're festived up. There we go. I'm happy with that. I don't know. Yeah, I get it. So, if anyone wants to edit my profile pic, Rainbow and Red Hat, I'm gonna do that. I'll do that for tomorrow's stream. I didn't think about that. Dumb. But yeah, I'll definitely do that tomorrow. So yeah, it's gonna look terrible because I can't edit for shit. But yeah, we'll see. Actually, yeah, I got Twitter open in the background. Let me see. Can I make Guac do this for me? Let's see. Good old Guac. If this turns out well, I'll show it on stream. Obviously. Let's see. Where do I keep my shit? This is live, baby. We do that when we're doing this shit live. We're very professional here. Let's see. And a Christmas hat to the... I can't get a Christmas hat on top of the R in the image. Let's see what Grok spits out. Well, I'm gonna see what Grok spits out here. Oh. This is live improv. Yay. Can I make my... Ugh. No, did not work. Did not work. I can give an update. It did not fucking work at all. Let's see if if this works. I have an idea actually that could work even better. I'm thinking on the job here. If this doesn't work, then I have an idea for tomorrow that could work. You know, that doesn't look bad. Yo, chat, this looks good. I might rock this for tonight. Okay, this actually looks pretty fucking good. Okay. This actually is perfectly what I wanted. So, let me kill the screen share real quick so I can change my image. Tell me if y'all think this is better. Gotta get Christmassy for you. Ta-da! I like that. That's like exactly what I dreamed and wanted. That's perfect. I love that. That's perfect for Christmas. I'm keeping that. I'm keeping that for Christmas. That's awesome. I love that. I think that looks badass. I think that looks great. Y'all tell me what you think, but I think that looks fucking perfect. So, yeah. I like that. I don't know why all I see is an Oreo. I think they put Oreos out that are like that. Okay, enough fucking around with Christmas colors. I couldn't find a good Christmas background, so I just went with colors. Yeah, there you go. I love that. But back to our regularly scheduled program after Christmas talk. Beginning with our first fight of UFC 323, and the worst one, Muhammad Naimov versus Myron Santos. I don't think this is a very good fight. I don't think these are very good fighters. Naimov, I think, is very underwhelming. I think I did below average as a fighter. He's fine, I guess, but I don't think he's that good. Like, he's got a couple wins in the UFC, some shaky ones of that. 5-1 record's flashy, but I don't think he's very good. And for Myron Santos, I think this kid's terrible. I talked about him about a month ago when I did the recap of his tough season, or the retrospective for it, and I just don't think he's that good. He lost to Francis Marshall, I think, this year, and I just don't think he's anything that special. So, like, I know on paper, fucking 55-1 UFC against 16-1, 3-0 in UFC looks good, but let's be honest, if you actually know, I don't think this is a very strong fight, and I'm not really looking forward to it, because I just I'm not a fan of either of these guys, truly. Yeah, again, we were just hating. If you want to say that, but I just don't think this is a good fight. We'll see, though. We'll see. Hopefully, maybe two shitty fighters make a good fight. Ian and Bilal did, so we'll see what happens here. Myron minus 250. I think that's a bit of a reach. I could see a world where Naimov wins this. If Francis Marshall beats you, Naimov easily could. So, I don't know. Naimov coming off a win. I think who's not one loss on his record. Felipe Lima, which that's age great. I guess I'll probably go Myron here. A pretty terrible fight, but if right now, I'll probably lean Myron. But again, I do think Naimov is a very, very possible option to win this fight. I don't think he's much worse than Myron. And again, if Francis Marshall could find a game plan to beat Myron, I think Naimov, who's much better than Marshall, could. So we'll see, though. Interesting fight in terms of predicting. Shitty fight in terms of talent and enjoyment. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'll probably go Myron here, but yeah, it's a terrible fight to begin the night. That's why it's opening the card, because it's the worst fight on it. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that one. Come on, Jan. What's up, long live? Yeah, and a lot of Piotr Jan backers this week, mainly biasly, I'd have to imagine. Would be cool if he won, sure. Do I think he's gonna win? No. I truly don't think he's gonna win at all. But you never know. His son said hi, UFC, not tomorrow. That's good. That's always funny when you get shit like that. But again, I wouldn't be upset if Jan won, of course. Like most people, I'd be a little bit happy, but I just don't see it, and I don't hate Marab as much as most people. Yeah, I just struggle to see Jan finally. Like I saw a tweet earlier. It was like, so how does Jan actually win this fight? It's truly just swing and pray you can actually hurt the crazy motherfucker. Cause like, if he gets a hold of you, you're fucked. So you just gotta swing in prayer. That's Jan's only chance, really. So I don't know how Marab got so good at grappling. Maybe because he trained with Aljo and see it here. The grappling is not even that. His cardio is his skill. His fucking cardio. He does not gas. It's like Jesus Christ, dude. Does this dude fucking? He's not human. He's truly not human, and his striking is getting better. Dude, good luck. He's already unbeatable. Now add striking ability, even if it's not great, it's ability. Y'all are fucked. That division is fucked until he feels like losing. Marab's great. What else can I say? And of course, I talked about the fight in a little bit, but Piotr needs a miracle, truly. And for that saying a lot, when Piotr Jan needs a miracle, because we know how amazing Piotr Jan is. So crazy. Speaking of one-sided fights to predict on this card, the most one-sided fight of this card, not going to waste much time here because none need to be wasted. The easiest fight on the card to predict in our second fight of the night, and our second prelim of the night, and our, let's be honest, the lock of the night, Mansour Abdul Malik versus Antonio Trocoli or Mr. Dern, if you want to be more specific. Yeah. Mansour should win easily. I don't think Mansour is very good. I think he is going to get fraud checked sooner than later, but he should win this fight easily. He's better than, well, anyone's better than Trocoli. No idea how he's still here. Yeah, layup for Mansour. What else am I really meant to say? This is the easiest fight he's got in the UFC so far. He's gonna get fraud checked probably next year, to be honest. But right now they're giving him another layup. So for the third week in a row, a middleweight, or not third week, but third card in a row, a middleweight will be the lock of the night. And hopefully he looks better than Susarkayev. Yeah, that's where Abdul Malik, easy pick here. Mr. Dern, Trocoli is awful. And that's really all you can say there. Then we go to have you been on point, bro? I try to be with the Vietnamese style. Good to see that, brother. I try to be on point. I try. Not very good at it, but sometimes a broken clock can be right. I don't know. I'm gonna go perfect on this card like last time, but I'll pray. We see Jan training at a fancy gym at using Marab training base, training and dominating his training partners. I hope Jan has been training to be on his back a lot. It's probably gonna be just like the first fight, truly. I think Marab's gonna shoot 700 times, and he's going to put him up, put him down, put him up, put him down 100 times and win. Because EDP and Jack weren't able to get up. The good thing, the difference between Marab and the difference from Marab and the other heavy grapplers, he doesn't keep people down. Even if he can, he usually doesn't. The only guy he's ever really kept down is O'Malley, and that's because O'Malley sucks at grappling. So Piotr's gonna get up. It's just gonna be like the first fight. Marab's gonna take you down 40 times. You're gonna get up 40 times, but you're still gonna be taken down 40 times. So, yeah, Rob's a fucking annoying motherfucker to fight. He doesn't gas, his striking thing better, he just won't stop shooting takedowns. It's a pain in the ass to fight him, and even harder to beat him. But he's that fucking good. He is the greatest bandweight of all time. And trust me, all respect to Dominic Cruz, he's a legend. Rob's better. I think Prime versus Prime, Rob would beat Cruz, truly. I'll say that. I hate to say it. I'll say right now, I would take Marab to beat Dominic Cruz. And who else is there? TJ, Barao, Faber. Until Marab looks human, not counting his debut losses to Simone, because that was definitely before he became a fucking cyborg, he's unbeatable. I respect him. Is he the most exciting? Fuck no. He's not even the most boring champion we have, though. He's amazing. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's the fighter of the year this year. And he's gonna fucking turn Piotr into a goddamn ball again and beat him up. Yeah, have to catch him with a shot while he shoots or during scrambles. That's your best bet, and I just don't see how you're gonna do that. That man's not human. You can't hurt a cyborg, so good luck. But from the main event to the third prelim, of course, I don't mind talking about the other fights. So I don't mind switching in between fights. The less I have to talk about these early prelims, the better. Jan's coach who has been playing with Jan has to pressure Marab more. It could help, but he's still gonna just get you down eventually. So there's shit you can do that could get you closer to beating him, but I don't know what you can do to get you to fully beat him outside knocking him out fucking cold. So you're not winning over 25 minutes, you're not submitting him. At least Piotr isn't. He's not a good submission fighter. He's never done a submission. So his only fucking hope is fucking a knockout, and I just struggle to see it, so good luck. Sup RX, up Freezy, brother. So wait, we're talking about the main event. I was going through the card, got many other topics tonight. Having a great time, we're vibing. As to go from the main event to the early prelims, I might try to talk about the main event some more. Even though this is the best early prelim we have in our third early prelim, Ivo Aslin versus Ivo Barashevsky. In my opinion, this is probably the best early prelim. I think it's the best fight, most interesting. Maybe not most interesting, but I think it's a very decent fight. Ivo's a complete tomato can who's been fraud checked a few times now, on a 2-fight losing streak. But Ivo, EBO versus EWO. Yeah, how do they keep finding these motherfuckers with 3-letter I names at light heavyweight? Ivo coming out Contender Series looked great, knocking out Muhammad Ali. Yes, that was the dude's name. In like 18 seconds. This dude looks interesting. This dude looks interesting, and this looks to be an interesting fight. Ivo needs to win to keep his job. Ivo trying to make a debut statement. I believe he might be the only undefeated dude on this card, right? Like it's in Mansour Malik as well, if you're gonna pretend he's still undefeated. Those are the only undefeated dudes on the card. Yeah, good fight here, very good fight. Minus 210 for Ivo's interesting. It looks interesting, I agree. Yeah, Turkey versus Poland, a goddamn soccer game going on. Yeah, I'm gonna take Ivo here. I think I'm still questioning how good Ivo is. We only got to see him fight for 18 seconds, I believe, on Contenders, or however long it was. But I'd rather be questioning my pick instead of knowing my pick's shit, because I know Ivo Aslan is shit. So give me Ivo Barashevsky to get the win here. I think he's better. No, I'm not gonna give you my finish predictions. You gotta either wait till the Friday stream or watch my video for that. Or my short that I'll put on Saturday, so one or the other. And yeah, give me Ivo. I think he's better. And yeah, Ivo last fight in the UFC after losing it third in a row. Give me the only debutant of the night. Give me the Polish kid. Give me Ivo. Not much to it. Probably the best prelim. Early prelim. Prelims are very fucking good. But we're still on the early prelims as we go to our next fight, our co-main event of the early prelims, and maybe the weirdest fight on the card, because this fight a year ago wouldn't make a lick of sense, and it doesn't make a lick of sense now. And we have in our fourth fight of the night, our early prelim co-main at lightweight, an old man versus a mentally weak man, Edson Barbosa versus Jalen Turner. Speaking of legends, Edson Barbosa, good to see you. Jalen Turner, why are you back? I feel like people who retire need to stay retired, but whatever. Weird fight here, very weird. Jalen coming back after retiring, mentally weak bitch. He's only retired for like 7 months. Truly, he's only retired for 8 months. Great. and then Edson will never retire. That man's gonna fight until fucking the end of the world. It's lightweight, obviously. Interesting, I guess. I want to pick Edson. I truly do. I can't pick a mentally weak Jalen Turner. A, the dude's mentally weak, and B, he's a fucking moron. What happened last time he fought an old Brazilian guy? He lost because he knocked him out but didn't fucking go for the kill. Edson, I don't think looked that bad against Ricardo Close, in my opinion. He got robbed in that fight. And if he can stay away from the big shots of Jalen and kind of stay at range and pick him apart, kind of like what Bonfim did to Randy Brown, which I think is a very good comparison for what this fight could be, I kind of want to pick the legend. I kind of want to pick the legend here. I really think Edson can get the win here. I think he's been here enough times. Jalen, again, mentally weak. Coming out of retirement, which at 30 is fucking pathetic. He's kind of stupid. I want to go Edson. I truly do. I think he can fucking do what Gabriel Bonfim did and get the win. I think the betting odds are a little too fucking far apart. I kind of want to go Edson. John, mentally weak, bro. Outpoint him and send him back to retirement. Yeah, on crutches. He's gonna kick his fucking legs off. I think I'm gonna go with the OG. What do you think? He'll stay stand up? I could see Jalen shooting. Even like he's not a great grappler from what I remember. I know he can grapple a little bit, but he's not phenomenally for submissions. And he's been beat on the ground more than anything. Though I think if anyone's gonna shoot, it's gonna be Jalen. But like, how dumb would that look at the taller, younger guy shooting on the old dude? So I could see it. I wouldn't be shocked. Drakkar Close did the same thing, kind of just held Edson on the cage. If this does stay stand up, I want to pick Edson. I really do. Would I bet on it? No. Unless I was doing a really risky like parlay with him and someone else, maybe. But I think it's a risky bet. I think maybe you make a case Naimov might be a safer bet. And I think there's probably our safer bets, but I just got a weird feeling. I want to pick the legend. I want to pick Edson. I think I'm going to. I think he can do what Bonfim did to Brandy Brown, kind of again, shorter Brazilian against taller. Well, he's not Jamaican, but taller fighter who's really powerful in the hands. A mentally weak, shittier Randy Brown versus a 70-year-old, much better than Gabriel Bonfim. I don't know. I think I'm going Edson. I don't know yet. It's still early in the week, but my heart is telling me Edson. If it could end as a stupid pick, probably. I don't know. I just kind of hard to pick a guy who's as mentally weak as Jalen. And I don't know. Can you ever pick against Edson Barboza? I say most of the time no. See, mostly what happens. And then from another, this time the Brazilian is the young guy in the fight from another veteran versus young guy. Actually, never mind, though, fucking somehow Vettori is the younger guy in this fight. I don't get this sport. Now we go to our featured early prelim in the middleweight division for the number 14th ranking, I believe. 13, whenever Vettori is still ranked somehow. We have in our featured prelim a fight that really doesn't make sense because I think Adiva Gutierrez should got this ranking opponent, but whatever. We have in our featured EP Marvin Vettori versus Bruno Ferreira. This is really weird. I can't believe I'm going to say this in 2025, but I kind of want to pick Vettori. I guess I'll go into fucking unction in the last two early prelims. I really want to pick Vettori. Ever since this fight was announced, I've thought about, like, every way I think about this fight, Vettori should win. Bruno Ferreira does his best work when he can finish you. Who is the most unfinishable guy in that division? Marvin Vettori. Plus, Bruno Ferreira is not very fucking good. Vettori's not very good anymore, or ever was either, but I feel like this is a fight for him to bounce back. I'm actually shocked the odds ain't really favored in Bruno's favor. The picks are not, so I guess people are kind of seeing my vision here. I kind of want to go Vittori. You mean Marabian? What do you mean? What you mean? Yeah, I kind of want to pick Vittori here, man. I really think. I don't think much of Bruno Ferreira. I think he's a pretty terrible fighter. I'm not thinking Vittori's a world beater, but I think I'm gonna. I kind of want to lean Vittori. I think he can kind of gas out Bruno with grappling, not get knocked out because obviously you can't hurt Vittori. You're not gonna submit him. I don't see Bruno winning over 20 or over 15 minutes. I kind of want to go Marvin here, and I think I'm going to. I really think I'm going to. I just feel like crafty veteran, everyone's favorite term. I think Vittori can win this. I truly do. I think I'm gonna go Italian fucking dream. Give me Marvin. Give me Marvin the Martian. I think he another Maggie. I am the underdog right now, but I if he was the underdog, I would feel like that maybe is an even more interesting bet than fucking Edson. I say I'm going Marvin. I could Bruno get to win, yes, but I just struggle to fucking see him. He's not gonna finish Marvin. So do you think Bruno can win over 15 minutes against Marvin? I don't. I really don't think so. He could. But I struggle to see that scenario because again, he's just not very good. I think we'll lean Vittoria. Yeah, fuck it. Give me Marvin. It's not my most confident pick. I never thought I'd be picking Marvin Vittoria in 2025, but you know, when they give him a very favorable matchup, fuck it. Give me Marvin. I don't think he can get finished there. Give me another Unk. Give me Vittoria in that one. And yeah, that's what I think the early prelims. Not great, easily the weakest part of the card. First two fights are pretty terrible. Last three are intriguing. Two underdog picks, well, some kind of underdog picks with Vittori. It's not bad. It's not bad. I could see at least 3 finishes on here, so that could be fun. We'll see what happens. Finally, prelims, and yeah, good little appetizer to begin the night before we get into the big shit. So, speaking of that big shit, let's get into it. Being with the first actual prelim, and what a prelim is. Probably should be the featured prelim if we're being honest, but you know, UFC. As we have in our first prelim of the night, our first of 3 at lightweight on these prelims, and 2 of them are really good. This is definitely one of the. This is definitely in that very good category. And we have in our first prelim after the early prelim, a banger for what should be a top 15 ranking for Ziam versus Nazim Sadikov. Wow, this is a great fight. Yeah, I really don't think I need to tell you about how great this fight is for Ziam. Yeah, you should know is very good on, I think, a 6-fight winning streak, coming off wins against Mike Davis and Matt Frivola. Very good. What can I say? He's the guy who looked like a joke for a while, but he just turned it around and went on a winning streak. I guess people are getting good at that shit. He's very good. And then his opponent, Nazim Sadikov, another amazing fighter, one of the most entertaining fighters we've had this year. Moicano completely ducked him from that Ray Longo camp, so you know he's excited to be on a Marab card. Dude's good. Dude's very fucking exciting, and good to see him back. No, if Sahura loses to Payton, he will be destroyed by Cruz when he shows up on the. Oh yeah, he's going to get made fun of by everyone. If he fucking like Usman's gonna make fun of him, Cruz is gonna make fun of him, except if he looks like shit. Oh, he's gonna get made fun of. Which is always good. Fuck Mark Henry Cejudo. I think he's a little bitch. So let's not forget his acting ability against Song Yadong earlier this year. If you remember. So yeah. Fuck him. I am picking Payton to win that fight. So it'll be funny to see guys like Usman and Dom make fun of him. So karma's a bitch, Henry. But from a can like Henry Cejudo to 2 good fighters, This is a tough fight to predict. Ziyang's a slight favorite. I think this could probably be a pick'em, to be honest. What are the Tapology odds? Like, I don't want to do this for every fight, because obviously I'm trying to save this for Friday. Sadikov's the pick favorite. I get it. I kind of agree. I kind of feel like Nazim is going to be my pick here. I think Cruz squashed all the beef with the other 35ers except Cejudo. Well, because Cejudo's a bitch, so it's kind of hard to not hate him, so he kind of does it to himself, so I can't blame Dom for that one. Nazim, I feel like could be the right pick, and I'm maybe not the right pick here, but it might be the pick here. I think he can break Ziam. I truly do. I think this is going to be a great fight. Both guys are going to take damage, but I feel like Nazim can break Faraz, and in a chaotic fight, very few look to be as good as Nazim Sadikov. It's kind of hard not to pick him here. The dude is really good. Of course, Ziam is as well, but I kind of leaning Sadikov here. I think right now I'm leaning him to be the pick. I think I'm gonna lean Nazim Sadikov to get the win here. I could see Ziam winning, of course, because he is very good. But I feel like Nazim's gonna be my pick. I think he can make it chaotic and break Ziam. I think that's gonna be what I predict. So, give me another underdog. Give me Nazim Sadikov to get the win. He's good. Both guys are good. This is a great fight. I can't wait for it. Give me Nazim. What else can I really say? 50-50 fight. So excited for it. But give me the Ray Longo student to get a win with Marab on this card. Give me Nazim. As of right now. Could always change. Could always change going into... It's still Tuesday. Let's remember that. But as of right now, I'm leaning the Black Wolf to get the win here. So see if I continue that theory by Saturday. After that, we get our piss break of the prelims, because I wonder what's going to happen here outside of a really terrible fight. And we have our second fight of the prelims, a top 15 battle at women's flyweight, even though one of these two shouldn't even be ranked, and the other one I doubt even makes it to the fight. We have Macy Baba versus Karine Silva. We already made fun of Macy plenty on Sunday night when we talked about this fight. Will she actually make it to a fight? That's a debate for another time. But if she does, yeah, she should win this fight. Karine Silva's garbage. She lost her last fight for sure. That was one of the worst robberies of the year. It's Diamond Barbosa. Yeah, Barber should win this fight easily if she's better. Like, I've never really thought much of Macy Barber, but I think she's levels above Karine Silva. And yeah, give me Barber easily if she can actually make it to a fight, which that's the real fucking question with her. Give me Macy, she's better. Karine's garbage, and yeah, give me the future. It's a little late for that future there, Macy. Give me Barber pretty fucking easily. And Macy had weight making issues in the past. She's had a lot of issues. She fucking had that seizure or medical issue right before the Blanchfield fight that got canceled. I think she missed weight 1 or 2 times. Yeah, for the Blanchfield fight, so double whammy there. And so we'll see. And she's just been fucking up and down with how often she fights. Last time was in March of 2024. Had 2 fights booked since, both canceled on her end. Yeah, she's a mess, but if she shows up, she should win. And she is just a much better version of Tracy Cortez in every sense of the word. So not really much else to say there. If she actually makes it to a fight, give me Barber. From a piss break to a fight that probably won't last long enough to be a piss break, because it's gonna be a quick banger. 2 cans of Bob's not a good sign. Yeah, who fucking knows if she makes it 3 this week? Knock on wood, she doesn't. But who fucking knows with her at this point? But from a fighter I know won't, a fighter I don't trust to show up to a fighter I know is gonna show up to every fight. As in our co-main event of the prelims, maybe the best fight on the card overall, because this is gonna be a fun, quick banger. We have in the lightweight division, maybe easily the best prelim, Terrence McKinney versus Chris Duncan. What a fight. Long overdue for these two to fight. They've called each other out enough times. It's finally happening. Of course, I don't have to tell you this is a great fight. Terrence McKinney, has he ever had a boring fight? No. Chris Duncan coming off maybe the fight of the year, or one of at least, with Betsky. This is going to be a banger. I cannot wait. It's probably not going to leave round one. See what happens. McKinney's been a wrestler more lately, so we'll see if that transfers over to this fight. Both are good strikers. I can't wait. Amazing fight. I've never picked against McKinney. I'm not going to start now. I'll literally show I've never picked him to lose, because who doesn't love Terrence McKinney? He's in every fight. I've picked him to win. I'm not gonna stop now. Give me Terrence. I'm always biased. I could see him winning this fight. I think it was a complete 50-50 fight. It's a Terrence McKinney fight, so you kind of just gotta guess and pray that your guy doesn't get fucked up quickly. And, yeah, give me Terrence. Not really much else to say. Great fight. 50-50. Never picked against Terrence. Not gonna start now. Excited. And then we have one prelim left, and it's easily the weakest of the three lightweight ones on the actual prelims, but whatever, for whatever reason, UFC thinks this should be the featured prelim. That's on them. As we have another featured prelim at lightweight. Either this could be really fun or extremely boring. Usually it's the latter with this guy. Grant Dawson versus Manuel Torres. Yeah, I don't need to waste much time here. Either Grant Dawson's gonna cuddle him to death, or Manuel Torres is gonna knock his head off. Hopefully the latter happens. Yeah, I'm gonna always cheer for Grant Dawson to lose. I'm not gonna fucking stop now. Give me Manuel. Hopefully he fucking mauls Dawson into a fucking puddle. And, yeah, give me Manuel to get the win. Hopefully he puts him out fucking cold and he stops. Maybe he'll learn how to actually fight eventually, but who knows. Give me Torres. Dawson's a bitch. Boring. He's Marab without any talent. Yeah, give me Manny Torres. Please beat this boring tomato can for us. We'd really appreciate it. Prelims, very fun after you add in the big four prelims. Very fun prelims, like Edson, Vittori, Sadikov, Zion, Barber, McKinney, Duncan, Torres. Fun. I'm excited for it, and it's a really good way to keep, what would be the right term? Help us into the main card, I guess how you want to put it. So, very good prelims. Let's look at the main card. Let's look at the final pay-per-view ever. Beginning with the heaviest fight on the card, because after this it's all the small dudes, as we begin the main card at light heavyweight with one of the many old dudes versus young dudes battles on this card. We have Jan Blachowicz versus Bogdan Gushkov. Can Jan get a win at 42 against Bogdan? This is a weird one to try and predict. I could see Jan point fighting his way to a win. Can I see Bogdan knocking him out? I don't really think so. I really don't think Bogdan's gonna knock him out. I struggle to see that scenario happening. Like, I wouldn't be shocked, but it's like... I might be. Like, I just really don't see Jan getting knocked out here, even though he is 42 and Bogdan does hit really hard. I kind of feel like Jan is going to be able to point fight and win this. I think he's better even at 42. He's still been looking pretty decent in the last few fights. The debatable win against fucking Pereira, the debatable, actually not really debatable, but the semi-close fight with all of that, with Alberg. He's still looking decent. Nothing Bogdan's bad. He's on a nice winning streak right now, but I just don't see him knocking out Jan. I would really struggle to see that scenario, so yeah, I'll probably go Jan here. I think he should be able to point fight his way to a win, so give me Blachowicz to get the win. Again, Bogdan could get that knockout, but I just really struggle to see it, so Give me Yan in what should be a very intriguing main card opener. Very good main card opener. And a fun way to lead into the smaller dudes on the card, so very fun. From the heaviest fight on the card to now the small fights on the pay-per-view, and we talked about this fight a couple minutes ago, so kind of already know what I think of it, but we'll still talk about it a little bit. Easily the worst fight on the pay-per-view, but UFC is getting what they want here, so good for them. As we have in our second fight, the pay-per-view at bantamweight, Henry Cejudo versus Peyton Talbot, dwarf versus gay guy. What happens? We'll see. Yeah, Talbot should win this pretty easily. There's just not really much to say here. Cejudo's garbage. He should have stayed retired or never should have retired, whichever one you want to go with. Talbot's not very good, but he should easily win this fight. Cejudo's 38, shitty. Peyton's shitty, but he's younger and better. Yeah, give me Talbot. Not really a whole lot to say here. Got fraud checked already, but UFC is gonna push him, so they're getting what they want here. They're gonna get in the top 15. He's gonna retire Cejudo. Yeah, give me Talbot. Not really too much to it. Yeah, simple. Next. Shittiest fight of the main card. Which, funny enough, leads into the best fight on the card in general, let alone the pay-per-view. The fight I am most excited for is this Saturday, because this is a 10 out of 10 goddamn fight. I'm so excited for this fight. Again, easily the best fight on the card. Sadly only 3 rounds, but there's gonna be 3 great rounds or less. Do we have to see who fights for the bout next? Who's gonna fight Joshua Van next? We have in the featured bout and the best fight on the card, Brandon Moreno versus Tatsuro Taira. What a goddamn fight. Brandon Moreno back, not main eventing a fight night for the first time in what feels like forever. Tatsuro Taira back, who is just fucking phenomenal. His like one and only fight out of the Apex ever. This is a great fight. To see who's gonna fight Joshua Van for the bout after this. What a fucking fight. I'm so excited for this fight. Fight of the night, well, maybe not fight of the night, but best fight on the card. I can't wait. I truly can't. This is gonna be great. And what else can I really say? Like, we know we're getting we know what we're getting with Moreno, whatever. Taira is fucking phenomenal. His striking is getting better. His grappling's great. He's just great in general. This is a great fight. What the fuck else can I really say? Yeah, amazing. I'm probably gonna pick Taira here. I think we can start moving on from these older dudes in the division, like Moreno, like Cantoja. Do you see Moreno being champion? No, not at all. No, I truly don't see that. I think both these guys are right here would beat him, and one's gonna beat him on Saturday more than likely. I feel like I'm gonna go Taira here. Moreno's still good. He can still beat a lot of the guys in the division. But also, we do need to slowly start moving on from guys like him, like Royval, like Cop. We need the new wave of guys. Your Vans, your Tairas, your fucking Horiguchi's. Good to see him back in UFC. You know, he's not new. He's, in some terms, he is. Charles Johnson. Like, we need a new wave, better fighters than the shitty ones we've got. You remember, Royval are cool, but like Can's like this idiot, and Cop can fuck off. Taira and Van are the leaders of that new wave. Yeah, I'm gonna go Taira here. I think he's gonna get the win. I could see this might be a split. This might be a really close fight. Very good fight. I'm excited. But I'm gonna go with the new kid. Give me Tatsuro Taira to get the win here. He's just better. At this point, 2025, I think he's a little bit better. We know the Moreno playbook. We've seen it 100 times. We've seen him fight 25 minutes 100 times. We know what he's gonna do. I think Taira can beat him. So, you're going the distance more than likely. We already know there's not gonna be a knockout. So does Taira get a submission? I'm gonna say I doubt it. So we'll see though. Kimi Tatsuro Taira to get the win though. I'm excited, and yeah, I think the new kids are gonna start taking out the old guns. Talbot, Taira, Van. I think Jan might be the one rare case who actually wins on the card. So give me Taira to get the win here. He is just better. What else can I really say? It's time to move on from the old dudes. I think Taira and Van are started that at flyweight, so give me a Tatsuro Taira. And speaking of that, to go from the number one contenders fight to the title fight in our co-main event of the evening, one of the easiest fights to predict on the card, we have in our co-main event for the UFC Flyweight Championship of the world, the long overdue crowning of our new champion, Joshua Fan. Oh, and he's fighting some Brazilian tomato can no one can actually remember. Yeah, Joshua Van easily winning this fight. Either he's gonna finish him or he's gonna 50-45 him, whichever one you choose. Yeah, this is a layup in every sense of the word. So, some Brazilian tomato can no one can remember half the time because its fights are so fucking piss poor. Steve Urseg's son, there you go. I was trying to remember who he actually was. He's Steve Urseg's bitch. No, that should tell you everything. Easy win for Joshua Van and new. Not really much else to it. Can become the second youngest champion in UFC history. Yeah, he's not very much else to say. Pretty easy. Next. And then the main event, speaking of easy title fight to predict. I know this one's gonna break a lot of people's hearts, and I'm sorry, but I'm honest of what's gonna happen here. As we have our main event of the evening for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. We have the reigning, defending, undisputed greatest bantamweight of all time, Merab Dvalishvili, defending in a rematch against the one, the only one, the greatest Russian fighters of all time, Pyotr Yan. A few years after the first fight, I think 2 years after the first fight, I think it was in 2023, they run it back for the bout this time. What's gonna happen? Probably exactly what happened the first time, if we're being honest. Yeah, I like as much as it's cool to build up a main event as, oh, what's gonna happen left now? We know Merab's gonna Merab his way to a win. Pyotr, as we talked about earlier, needs a goddamn miracle. Can he get that knockout to put Merab out cold and win? Could he get it? I guess. Is he gonna get it? Fuck no. Like, that's the only path to victory. He's getting an early knockout, and I just don't see him doing that. I don't really see him timing something early in the fight and knocking him out. Because by round 3, round 4, he's gonna be gassed. He's not getting a submission. He's not winning on the scorecards. He needs an early knockout, and I just really struggle to see him getting that. So I'm saying, and still, I think Merab's gonna do much of what he did in the first fight, a dominating decision win, and he's gonna just solidify himself as the fighter of the year, as the greatest bantamweight of all time. He's great. Break the title defense record 4 in a year is insane. Did you pick Penta? No. That's a layup for Joshua Van. Silly question. No, that's a complete layup for Joshua Van. Not even a debate. We're gonna hear and new in the co-main and still in the main event. Rob should get the win. Again, I'm sorry to burst the bubble of everyone who would like to see Rob lose. Maybe someday, but I don't think the day is anytime soon because the man's getting better and he's just not human. So Pyotr, I don't think has the keys to beating him. Give me Merab to get the win. Unless Pyotr can bring a flash knockout out of his back pocket, which is not gonna happen. And still, Merab Dvalishvili to end UFC 323. But yeah, there you go. About an hour to just look over the card and talk about it. It's very good. I'm very excited for this card. I think it looks good. I think it is good. There's a few duds on it, but they're early on the card. I'm excited for this card. Last ever pay-per-view. It's a good one at that. This is gonna be fun. What can I really say? This is gonna be a really fun card. I'm very excited for it. I'm gonna get a new flyweight champion. Rob's gonna solidify himself as the fighter of the year. Hopefully we get some bangers like Tyra and Moreno and Sadikov and fucking McKinney on the prelims. Those two should have fun fights. I enjoy this card. I'm very excited to continue talking about this throughout the rest of the week. And yeah, this is gonna be great. What else can I really say? So I can't wait. That's about that. So yeah, I'll talk about this card more throughout the week, Wednesday and Friday, breakdown on Friday, etc. For tonight, I think we've talked about for close to an hour, so I think we can start moving to our other topics. And yeah, very fun, very good card. I'm excited. We'll see what happens in the last ever pay-per-view. To kind of bounce all of that to some other stuff going on in the MMA world, we've had a lot of fight news over the last couple of days since I was last live. We've gotten, I think, 4, 5, 6 fights booked. So let's look at that. Really, the last MMA thing we really got to talk about tonight. Let's look at some fight news, shall we, boys? Let's see, we got, wow, actually 7 fights to talk about. So let's talk about it. Beginning with our first fight that was booked after all this bullshit. We had booked yesterday to the first fight on the UFC Mexico Fight Night, and on February 28th, we have Edgar Chairez versus Felipe Bunes. Yep, fine. Prelim off of the card, an easy one for Edgar Chairez. Not much to it. Second worst fight booked out of these 7. It's a fight, easy one for Chairez. Not very much else to it. But then, to counter off of that, from a kind of forgettable prelim to a great prelim on that card, one I am more than excited for, because I think this is going to be a great fight and a great debut for a guy I'm so excited to see fight in the UFC, because he is good. We have our second fight booked for that card, Emmanuel Rodriguez versus Kevin Borjas. Obviously, if you watch my streams or some of my videos, you know how much I've talked about Manuel Rodriguez. If you haven't, then I'll tell you he was on Tough this year. He got fucked over in a fight, to be honest. He should have been in the finale. And then he went on Contender Series and looked phenomenal. This kid's good. Flyweight, powerful striker, good fighter. This kid looks like he can be one of the ones. He looks like he could be one of the, when we're talking about the best Mexican fighters in a couple years, he might be on that fucking list at the top. Especially at flyweight from Moreno getting older. He might be taking that torch from him. He is good. I'm like, I don't overstate it. Emmanuel Rodriguez is really fucking good. And I think this kid is going to be one of the ones. I think by this time in 3, 4, 5 years, if we're not talking about him as a champion or fighting for the belt or to the top guy, I think fucking something went wrong, and then I clearly can't scout talent, but this kid's good. Getting a layup here against Kevin Borjas, who's garbage. This is gonna be good. I'm very excited to see this. I'm excited to see Emmanuel in the UFC. He's special. But the only fights I'm pumped about are Macy and Jan. Oh, there's so many good fights on that card. Again, Marab's interesting to an extent. Van winning the belt's cool. Moreno and Taira's phenomenal. Fadikov and Ziam's great. McKinney and Duncan's spectacular. There's some really good fights on that card. I've seen a lot of people kind of dismiss the card. I don't really get it. I think they're really good, so I'm excited. So, I don't know. Not really sure what else to say there. to go to our third fight booked and our third flyweight fight in a row booked. This one not from Mexico. This one for 324 in January. Yeah, you're right. Main card is stacked. It is. It is a very fucking good main card for once. A rare time that can actually be said. Speaking of stacked cards, 324, first card of next year, and we get another great fight added to it in that flyweight no less, as we have everyone's favorite flyweight, Energy Charles Johnson getting a layup and finally fighting up the rankings against Alex Perez. Awesome. So happy for Energy that he's getting to step up, fight up, whatever you want to phrase it. Man deserves it. Long overdue fight up in the rankings against a Perez who's shit. Layup for Energy. Happy he's gonna be in the top 10 finally on a pay-per-view, not in the goddamn Apex. Awesome. Can't wait. Easy win for Energy here. Long overdue. Man deserves it. Love it. Sadly, from a very deserved fight to an undeserved fight, how is this guy still fucking here? In our fourth fight book, and our third for the Mexico card, we have Jose Medina versus Ryan Gondra. How the fuck does Jose Medina still have a job? Truly? How does he still have a fucking job? I'm fucking. When I saw this, I literally was left speechless. I was like, how the fuck does this idiot still got a job? So, easy one for Gondra, a guy from Contender Series. I know, no one gives a shit. How is fucking Medina still here? He's lost 4 in a row, counting Contender Series. Fucking pathetic, man. Fucking pathetic. Let's get back on the thing much better. Better, but not by a whole lot. And we go from our first. This is our first fight booked for the first Apex card of the year on February 7th. Yeah, UFC Vegas 113. We have our first fight booked for that being Aran Salty Baldia versus Julius Walker. Fine prelim. Aran should win pretty easily. Julius Walker is garbage. And, yeah, give me Aran pretty easily there. It's an Apex fight, to say the very least. Second to last, we have the second fight booked for that shitty Australia pay-per-view, that Vulcan Lopez clown show, and we have a prelim can battle between Cam Rouston and Cody Brundage. Can versus Can, but Cam is less of the two cans. Yeah, Brundage is a joke. Cam Rouston easily. When Rouston starts to fight anyone with any bit of talent, he'll get his ass beat. But Cody Brundage, a good thing he has no talent. Easy win for Rouston. Next. And finally, another fight add to that first card in January. What a goddamn great card this is turning out to be. And we had a really fun heavyweight fight, and we had a really fun heavyweight prospect. And then as our last fight booked as of right now is Josh Hokett versus Denzel Freeman. Freeman coming off that pathetic win on the Qatar card. Hokett's going to run through him pretty easily. This is a good booking, good logical fight to get Hokett a free win, a little more experience, some in front of a crowd, some mic time. Yeah, but smart. What can I really say? Easy win here. Not really much else to it. So there you go. Those are the 7 fights that have been booked over the last over the last 24 hours. I know nothing crazy. I think the 2 best are right here because Emmanuel's great and Energy is getting a big fight. The rest, this is whatever. Happy to see Shira's back. Garbage. Pre-Apex fight, and fine. I have no issues with that. So, yeah, it's really weird to see 2026 actually starting to get filled out a good amount, and they're actually filling the cards now, which is weird to see. But, yeah, they got to start doing that. It's that time already. And, yeah, so here these are added. Now we're up to a 11 fight card. And yeah, this card looks fucking great. I don't know what else I'm meant to say about it. This card is phenomenal from top to bottom. Yeah, main event's a little weak, but yeah, great fights added here. Fuck yeah. And do they got the Rouston fight yet? Yeah, they do. Yep, and actually, to be honest, this might be on the pay-per-view or main card. Don't be shocked. They might add this. Oh, they do. Yep, that's an Apex prelim if I've ever seen one. Then they're really filling out this card slowly, which I'm excited about. Happy about that. But dude, they can make such a good fucking Mexico card if they really tried. And let me show what I mean by that. Like, it's annoying how lazy they are with Mexico cards. They could be fucking phenomenal if they really wanted them to be. They don't try. I forgot, they've fucked over Mexico so many fucking times. It's not even funny. Now, let me bring this up on stream. I made this last night because then I made a tweet with it. This is what this card could be. I mean, you're telling me this would not be a 10 out of 10 Mexico fight night? Like, it's fucking pathetic that they can't do something like this. Like, you have so much Mexican talent. You're telling me you can't fucking make a card that's halfway decent? It's a lot. It's bullshit. It's complete bullshit, man. There's no way you can make a good card with all the great talent you have from over there. So, like, but I guarantee you this card won't be half as good. The real card we get for this will not be 1% as good as this. And it's annoying. It's annoying and it's bullshit. So, I don't know what to really say. Y'all can tell me what you think of this. And, yeah, it's gonna be a shame when this card's fucking pathetic. These two fights are fine. This is, again, starting the pathetickery. And, yeah, what can I really say? So, yeah, about that, man. So, yeah, that's really all I gotta say about the UFC. About an hour later, I think we've hit all our main topics. Talked about 323 in a ginormous depth, and I've had a good time doing that. Talked about the new fight news. Outside of that, obviously tomorrow we'll talk about like news if there really is anything. Trying to think what else is there. Like, there again, no rankings update because obviously there's just been no fights, so there's been no rankings updated. So yeah, just not really a whole lot else to talk about. Hit the main points. Been very fun. So yeah, I enjoyed it. But wait, there's more. We still got some fucking other sports to talk about, so let's do just that, shall we? Still got a whole nother set of shit to break down, so let's do it, shall we? The UFC stuff out the window, done all of that. If you missed it, go back and through the video and watch it. But we still have some other sports to talk about, so let's do just that. Beginning with the main, or everyone's favorite talking point, fantasy football. One of my favorite things to talk about on here, our league. What the fuck happened last week? In week 13 in fantasy, I lost. Shocker. I know you're shocked. Falling to 6-7, Ninja moving to 11-2. Yeah, I got fucked over like usual, and yeah, it's bullshit. So I'm pissed, but what can I do about it? It is bullshit. Vast got an easy win, moving to 8-5. Good for him. Shiesty pulled out to win against Tone, which is ginormous for her and awful for him. Tone falling to 7-6. Shiesty moving to 7-6. Big changes there. And then Matua getting another win in a row. Now he decided to start winning, moving to 3-10 and sending Chrome to 5-8. Crazy. So Chrome kind of just completely fucked at this point, I would imagine. Matua's already eliminated, still just winning because he can. Yes. Awesome. And yeah, very, very interesting week. to look at the updated standings for the week. Ninja is obviously still number one, already in the playoffs at 11-2. Vast is now clearly in second place at 8-5 with a 98% playoff chance. Shaq hasn't clinched yet. There's only 2 weeks left. Shiesty jumped above Tone for third, both 7-6, and probably make the playoffs. I'm somehow in fifth at 6-7 with a 16% playoff chance. I have no idea how I have any chance of still making the playoffs. And in Chrome, it's probably gonna be joining Matu in the eliminated line, probably sooner than later at 5-8. So there you go. The updated stats for everything. Points for is Ninja getting the most. Obviously, the dude's undefeated. Well, mainly, I have the most. Matu has the most points against. Still don't know what that actually means. The streak. Ninja has won 8 in a row, or 4 in a row. I've lost 2 in a row. Chrome's lost 3 in a row. Matu's won 2 in a row out of nowhere. Crazy. The most random shit. And I've made the most moves, and I'm fucking 5-8 or 6-7. Yeah, I suck. So there you go. Obviously, we got waivers tomorrow, so we'll see who does what and where goes what. We can still look at what games we have this week. I'll be playing Tone in a must-win for both of us. He's trying to stay away from going to 500. I'm trying to get back to 500. I would need a win here if I want any chance of sneaking into the playoffs. So we'll see if I can get this win. I'm going to say unlikely. Vast and Ninja, the battle of the top 2 seeds. I don't think Vast could even take the number 1 seed at this point, but he's gonna try. Matula trying to fuck over Shiesty and get a fucking another big win for no one really, because they can't help him. We'll see if he can fuck over Shiesty. And Chrome getting a free win, which is always good to see in the 5-8 battle. We'll see what happens. We'll look more at this tomorrow after waivers and all of that. Because right now it's kind of hard to determine the games because obviously we got waivers going through tomorrow. I got mine in. So we'll see what happens. To look at the waivers real quick to see what is the best available. Because, God, there is not shit, to be honest. And quarterback, if you need a quarterback, you're kind of screwed. From what Caleb Williams, Sam Darnold, and Marcus Mariota were your only options, I would have to imagine. Good luck. Running back, oh, Lord, Chris Rodriguez, I guess. Tyler Algier. Like, there ain't shit to be that. I hope you don't need anything on the waiver wire because you are fucked. Receiver, actually has a few bit. Nothing. Terry McLaurin, Chris Godwin, A.D. Mitchell, Alec Pierce, Xavier Worthy there, Vele is there, who's decent. If you want to trust Jerry Jeudy, there's definitely shit there if you want to take a stab at it. So, no, I'm trying not to. Tight end does not have shit. So, Brendan Strange probably be your best weapon, which says a lot. Fannin probably. Should probably be the best tight end here. So, hope you don't need a tight end. I don't, thankfully. And kicker and defense is kicker and defense, so no one cares. So, there you go. That's the fancy update for right now. Obviously, tomorrow we'll look at waiver moves and all that. And it'll be very, very interesting. So, see what happens. Then switch over to the fantasy basketball league real quick. I'll even waste even less time on this because not much needs to be wasted here. So what happened last week? When it feels like loading. Today, hopefully. I beat Vast, which was God needed. Botter stays undefeated at 6-0. Tone got to win over Matua. And when I would like to load, and the bots got a free win. So it's good to see. The games this week got ESPN's running slow. I'm playing Botter. I am screwed. I don't think I'm going to be the one to take his O. Tone and Chrome, and Chrome was probably giving Tone a free win there. Tua and the bots, that's an interesting one. And Vast getting a free win, you'd love to see it. There you go. We update standings for the league. Botters number 1 at 6-0. Tone and bots are right behind him at 4-2. Tua is in 4th at 3-3. I'm 2-4. Vast is 2-4, and Chrome is 1-5. So, yeah. I don't think these stats are fucking meaning anything anymore, so take that you will. And yeah, not in the basketball league to really talk about, so there you go. But wait, there's even more than that. There's one more thing left to talk about tonight, so shall we talk about it? I say we shall. And that is the other part of the title of the stream. That is the NFL Week 14 breakdown. So let's do just that, shall we? I have nothing to say about Monday Night Football last night. Patriots won as expected with ease. Nothing to say there. So we can just move on to Week 14. The bye week teams are the Patriots, the best team in the NFL right now, the Giants, the Niners, and the Panthers. Some interesting bye week teams. I think the last set of bye weeks. We'll see what happens when everyone is up and back. But at least we'll see what happens. Week 14. A lot of interesting moving parts. Every team looks shitty outside of the Patriots. Let's see who bounces back and what happens. Beginning it on Thursday night for a very good game. We have the Cowboys and the Lions. An actual good Thursday night game, you don't say. This is a weird one. These two teams both played on Thanksgiving, so they're having a week to get ready for this. It's almost hard not to pick Dallas here. Truly, Detroit has looked horrendous lately. It's almost hard not to pick Dallas here from the run that they are on. I kind of want to go Dallas. I truly do. I think they can squeak out the win here with the shit they've been doing lately and how shit Detroit's been looking. I kind of want to pick Dallas. As much as I hate them, they kind of feel like the pick here, to be honest. So I think I'm going to lean Dallas. If Detroit doesn't get their shit together now, they are going to fucking just end their season now. Like, they are just slowly fucking themselves. They can't fucking get out of their own way, and if they don't get back to being Detroit now, they're gonna end up watching the playoffs from home. So, and Dallas is trying to not do that as well. So, battle of two teams in the hunt. I'm intrigued to see what happens here. I think we'll go Dallas. I have a weird feeling they're gonna be the pick here. So, give me Dallas. I hate to say it. I like Detroit more, but unless they get their shit together now, might be a foregone season for them. So, give me the Cowgirls, as much as I hate to say it. At least it should be a good Thursday night game. I'm excited. Then we go to Sunday with those 1 o'clock slate beginning with a very easy game to predict, that being the Seahawks and the Falcons. Easy win for the Seahawks. They're going to lock down Kirk Cousins and the boys really easily. Get another free win. Nothing to really say there. Then we have what looks to probably be the best game of maybe the week in general. At 1 o'clock of a legendary rivalry from the last couple years, it would seem. The Bengals and the Bills. Joe Burrow is back. He looked good on Thanksgiving. Josh Allen and the Bills are very shaky. This is going to be an interesting one. This is going to be a very interesting one. Yeah, I think this could go either way. I kind of want to lean the Bengals. I really do. I think that they might, with Burrow looking as good as he did on Thursday, and the Bills being as kind of overrated as they are, I kind of want to lean the Bengals, and I think I'm going to pick the Bengals here. I think they're just a bit better. If Burrow can stay healthy and play like how he did again this week, like he did last week, it's almost impossible not to pick him. So, yeah, give me the Bengals. Give me Joe Burrow and the boys. Yeah, give me Give me Joe Burrow. Not like I just think the Bills are kind of cooked. I think the Bengals are going to be hungrier and they got their boy back. They can keep him from dying. Give me Joe Burrow and the Bengals. Very good game. Can't wait for that one. Another game I cannot wait for. And speaking of Ohio teams, the third game of Sunday, and maybe the easiest one to predict, we have the Titans and the Browns, my team. Oh, I'm so happy we get the Titans matchups this year. Don't be shocked if this is a game Myles Garrett smashes the sack record. He only needs a few, I think like 3 or 4. He's going to get that probably in the first 2 drives of the game. We're going to beat him. Shedeur is going to look great again. Yeah, easy win here. Titans are the worst team in the league, and if the Browns have done anything this year, it's beat up shitty teams. So we beat up Miami, we beat up the Raiders, we're gonna beat up the Titans. Yeah, give me the Browns pretty fucking easily. $7 tickets. I should go to that game. Yeah, easy. What else can I really say? Then we go from one, maybe if the Browns game wasn't the easiest game to pick of this week, I think this might take that cake. Then we go to another easy 1 o'clock game to select. We have the Commanders and the Vikings. Easy one for the Commanders. The Vikings are garbage. McCarthy's awful. That other quarterback's awful. They're just floundering at this point. Give me Washington easily. No fucking debate. Yeah, Vikings are garbage. Oh, speaking of garbage, our next game. Can't wait. The Dolphins and the Jets. The rivalry as shitty as time. Is it weird I want to pick the Jets here? I think they might be better. Yeah, I think Miami's little winning streak. I think they've won like 2 or 3 in a row. Might come to an end here. Fuck it. Give me the Jets. Do you give a fuck? No, of course you don't. I don't give a fuck. I kind of want to pick the Jets. Give me the Jets. Fuck it. They have more heart. Miami's still shitty. Give me the Jets. Why not? From a divisional game that's shitty to a divisional game that's just one-sided. Our next 1 o'clock game, the Saints and the Buccaneers. Layup for the Buccaneers. They're gonna wipe their balls on the Saints like they did earlier in the year. Pretty easy. Not much to it. Next. Now we get to maybe the other most interesting game of the. Actually, there's back-to-back really interesting 1 o'clock games here. This is a big one. This is for the #1 seed in their division. We have the very, very fraudulent looking Colts versus, as of right now, the #1 seed in that division, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Ooh, this is a must-win for both. Colts trying to get back to not looking like frauds. The Jags trying to hold on to this first seed in the division they've somehow fell ass backwards into. This is a huge game. This really is. Can the Colts get out of their fraudulent slump? I hope. Jags are not good. I don't know. I really don't know. 2 weeks ago, I would have said the Colts easily. Now, after seeing them look like shit the last 2 weeks, I don't know, man. This is a very worrying game to try and predict. I still think the Colts are better, and I'm probably still gonna pick them. But to be honest, my worry level with them is pretty goddamn high at this point. So hopefully they can wake up and be the team we saw earlier in the year. But I have my strong doubts and worries about that. So we'll see. I still think they're better, and I think they can still wake up and save their season. So. Give me the Colts. Hopefully they can break their fraudulent looking slump, and give me Indiana Jones to take back his division. The Jags being #1 will never feel right. Speaking of #1 seeds in the said divisions, this game is also, I believe, for the #1 seed in the division. Even though does either of these teams actually fucking deserve it? I'm gonna say I doubt it. As we have our last 1 o'clock game in the fucking division that has where every team is shit. The Steelers and the Ravens. I hate them both. Can we have Bane blow up the stadium like the fucking movie? I guess the Ravens should win. Baltimore has been dog shit lately. The Steelers are just dog shit in general. I don't fucking know. Ravens, I guess. I hate them a little less. I think they are a little bit better of a team. Yeah, sure. Give me Baltimore. I think they're both terrible, but to be honest, if Burrow didn't get injured, I think they might have ran away with the division, if I'm being honest. So, give me Baltimore, I guess. Fucking both. Moral of the story. Then we move to the 4 o'clock slate, beginning with a fucking ass beating of crazy proportions. The Broncos and the Raiders. I wonder who's gonna win. Broncos easily next. Then, maybe the biggest game in the NFC this week. I wish Tone was here because I know this game is going to keep him up all week because, God, this is a make or break game for Chicago. As we have in the biggest game of the 4 o'clock slate, maybe the biggest game left this week. In the slate, we have the Bears and the Packers, a rivalry as old as time. The number 1 seed Bears trying to prove they're legit. Can they against the Packers, who I don't think are legit at all? Whew, this is a very intriguing one. Oh, actually, I've been doing this. I completely forgot to do this. Let's see what happened if I get all my picks right. So I'm gonna go Dallas, which changes nothing. I'm gonna go give me the Jets, which I already know changes nothing. Baltimore, Tampa, Indy, which I know changes a lot of things. So Indy wins, they are the 3rd seed again. Jags are 7, the Bills are 6. Browns, Commanders, Seattle. Ooh, a Seattle win would make them the 1st seed. Crazy. Bengals. A Bengals win would fuck up shit a little bit. Denver would make them the 1st seed for a week. And then we get to the game we're talking about now, the Bears and the Packers. I kind of want to go to the Bears. I think they're better. I truly think they're a better team than Green Bay. I just don't think Green Bay is that good. I truly don't think Green Bay is that good of a team. I think they have been exposed. I think they are. Matt LaFleur's not a great coach. Jordan Love's not very good. They don't have that solid number 1 receiver. Yes, Micah Parsons is great, but the rest of the defense is kind of shit. Do I think the Bears are legit? No, not really. I don't think they're going to go to the Super Bowl. But right now, they are number 1 in the NFC, and with how shit the rest of the NFC is, could they really be the best team in the NFC? Necessarily, I see no reason they couldn't be. I necessarily see no reason they can't be the number 1 team in the NFC. So, who knows? They've played really good at times, but also a lot of their games have went down to crunch time, especially when it didn't need to. So, I don't know. It's interesting. I think I'm going to pick the Bears here. I think they're just better. I think the Packers are very fraudulent. And I'm going to go Chicago. I think they're going to hold on to that number 1 seed, prove that they are legit. Give me Chicago. A ginormous game for them to try and prove they're not a little brother anymore to Green Bay. I know Tone will like this whenever we see him this week. Give me the Bears. I think they're better than Green Bay. They're my pick. If they win, they will be number 1 in the NFC. Give me the Bears. From a game that takes a lot of thinking to predict to a game that takes none, Rams and Cardinals. Easy win for the Rams. Next, the most get-right game you could ever have. Simple. Then Sunday Night Football, a game between 2 teams in the hunt trying to get back into the playoff picture. The Sunday Night Football game that probably not going to be very good. The Texans versus the Chiefs. The 500 Chiefs trying to make any bit of a run back into the wild card of any chance of winning the division's out the window at this point. So can they make it to the wild card? Houston trying to get back in the wild card in their own right at a whopping 7-5 right now. trying to make it back into the wild card. I don't think that they even hell. To be honest, they might be able to steal the division if they really try. If they keep winning, so they got maybe the best defense in the league right now. Their offense has looked a little bit better against a weakened, shitty KC team. Give me the Texans. Like, of course, I'd pick them either way because fuck KC. But give me the Texans. I want to see KC burn. Give me Houston. Give me a defense that's fucking amazing right now, and yeah, give me Houston to shut down KC. Probably officially end any chance of them in the playoffs for good, and yeah, give me Texans on Sunday Night Football because fuck the Chiefs. And then finally, Monday Night Football. To end Week 14, we head all the way to Los Angeles to see a game that's actually big for both teams. Both teams in the playoff picture right now, trying to fucking stay there after both have looked very bad lately. We have the Eagles versus the Chargers to end Week 14. So, a tale of two teams who have been really fucked lately. Eagles have shit play calling and are just kind of shitty. Chargers, who knows if Herbert's actually gonna play? They've finally killed him with no O-line or hope. What's gonna happen? Is it gonna be Trey Lance starting a fucking primetime game? Maybe. I want to see the Chargers win, and I think they can win, man. I really think they can win. I think Philly's terrible. With all the talent they have, it's almost impossible for them to be terrible, but they are. Nick Sirianni's a garbage coach, so that we can just call a spade. And yeah, does Herbert play? If so, I'm definitely picking the Chargers. If not, then yeah, more than likely the Eagles are gonna win. So it's gonna be an interesting one. It's gonna be very, very interesting. And now it's Monday. Herbert underwent surgery on his left hand, and the quarterback's gonna day-to-day. They got time. They got him a little under a week to fucking get him ready. So if he can play, then I think they're gonna beat the Eagles. If not, Trey Lance might not be able to get the job done. So, but the Eagles are shit. I think the Chargers. I think it's about what will beat what. Will the Eagles' high-end talent be better than the Chargers' actual decent coaching, or will vice versa? Will actual decent coaching beat high-end talent? We're gonna find out. Jan Turner, Taira Moreno over Talbot, Tudo over Myron Santos, Troy Bruno over plus 500. What's up, Twizzy Rich? All these new people in chat. Let's see, Jalen Turner. That's a risky one, but I kind of hate it, I guess. Taira Moreno over, yeah. Talbot Cejudo over. Probably Myron Santos, sure. Troy Bruno over. Yeah, all those things are very much possible. All those things are very much possible. I could see more than like when I out the hood. Yeah, I could see those happening. Like the only one Jalen worries me because he kind of sucks, and Myron does as well. Everything else you should be fine on. Maybe Talbot could fuck you, but I doubt it. Like, I think Taira and Vittoria are the safest legs. The other three could fuck you over, but more than likely that price should hit. So, yeah, I don't think that's bad at all. I've seen much worse. So, yeah, good bet. Yeah, good luck on that. Plus 500 on that. Pretty damn nice. Yeah, good luck. I don't hate that at all. I could definitely see it. So, yeah, not really much else to say there. And that's about really all I gotta say about week 14 in the NFL. Yeah, very decent week. A few really good games, big games. You got Dallas, Detroit's big. Cincinnati, Buffalo's big. Indy, Jacksonville's huge. Steelers, Baltimore's big. Chicago, Green Bay is the biggest game of the week. Houston, KC, Philly, LA. Some good games this week. Of course, some shitters like Miami and the Jets and fucking Rams, Cardinals is pathetic, but most of the games this week are pretty good. This is what the NFL would look like if I get all my picks right, so we'll see what happens. And yeah, hopefully it's a good week in the NFL. Looks like there's some good games on slate. Hopefully I can actually learn how to win a game in fantasy. And yeah, I'm excited. So I think that's probably anything else to really say. Nah, not really. I think I've said about all I can think to say. So yeah, I think that's about that. So I'm trying to think. I talked about this, the fight news, fantasy. Yeah, I think that's about everything. So I think we can press this 90 minutes later. I think we can really start to call it a night a bit. God, I love that logo. I love that half and half for Christmas. I think that's badass. And yeah, I think we're gonna really call it a night there. I think Turner should beat up Edson with his pretty weak chin. Yeah, I see that point. I talked about that fight earlier. On paper, Jalen should probably win, but it kind of gives me vibes of Bonfim and Brown a bit. And plus, Jan Turner coming off that week little retirement, he's really weak-minded. Edson's really good, even at 55 years old. I could see Edson staying at range, kicking his legs out, and fucking winning. So, like, it's hard for me to trust a guy as mentally weak as Jalen Turner, and like even against a 59-year-old Edson, I guess he should win, but he should have beat Moicano. He should have. Well, he kind of got fucked over against Gamrot. He should have beat Hooker. So I don't know. That's definitely a weird one. Decent fight, and again, on paper, Jalen should probably win. So it's not a bad bet, but yeah, that's definitely the leg I'd be sweating out the most on that parlay. So yeah, I won't be shocked if he finishes him, but wouldn't be shocked if he shits the bed like he always does. So that's an interesting one. That's a very interesting one. And yeah, I feel if you can hit on that, then you'll probably be fine the rest of your parlay. So good luck, of course. Good luck. I always want to see people make their money, not lose it. And yeah, not really a whole lot left to say there. So, good luck. But I think that's really all about what I gotta say for tonight. Had fun. Had a lot of fun. Talked the fights, talked the football, talked the fantasy, talked fight news. This was fun. This was a very fun night. I enjoyed it. And yeah, I hope anyone who did catch it, doesn't seem like there's a lot, but hope y'all did enjoy it. 34 views, 6 likes. Shout out to y'all fucking legends. A few but mighty. Twizzy, right at the end. Good parlay, good luck on that. Freezy, long live. Vietnamese style. What else do we got? Western Mass, and that was that. Oh yeah, no Tone tonight. I guess he didn't get the notification, or that Smokey's. Yeah, go check out Smokey. He's linked on my channel. He's, I believe, still alive right now, so go check him out. And yeah, not the biggest crowd tonight like usual, but what can I say, man? Am I going to be butthurt about it, or am I just going to say, fuck it, it happens, I'm going to do the latter. So yeah, happened. So I had fun yapping with y'all, and hope y'all did enjoy. So fun way to start the week, fun way to start fight week and all that. And I had a good time. Hope y'all did as well. And yeah, not really a whole lot left to say. Yeah, fun way to start the week. Obviously tomorrow we'll be live again, just kind of yapping about whatever. Wednesday night, you know the deal. Thursday, nothing. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the big 3. Cannot wait for that. I got the retrospective for Tough Season 2 out earlier, so check that out. I put a short out talking about the card yesterday as well, which it says it has 0 views, but a like. How does that make sense? Obviously, breakdown recap for 323 will be out Friday and Sunday. And yeah, I put out a whole schedule earlier, and I'm excited. It's gonna be a fun week, man. I'm really excited, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. What else can I really say? fight week, pay-per-view week, whatever else you want to call it. First week of December. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. I hope y'all are as well. Hope y'all are having a great week so far. And let's continue with a great Wednesday. So, to do that, I think the only thing really left for me to say is, as always, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Please like, comment, subscribe. 200 subs goal by the end of 2025. We got, 28 days? 29 days to hit that. Let's see if we can hit it. And, yeah, not really much else to say. So, that being said, as always, go check out Smokey if he's still alive, which he always is. As always, unless I'm going to say something, which I don't believe I am. Good start to the week. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you remind you did, check it out. YouTube, fuck you for not sending out notifications to people, like always. And as always, RX. Oh, God, I love this fucking profile pic. Out. Good vibes. Only. And always.